Welcome back to another episode of Unmasked Health. This episode is going to focus on something serious and something that I think that a lot of our healthcare providers, the healthcare world, and even men deflect from. It's not talked about enough. It's not taken serious enough. We are experiencing higher suicide rates among our men. And we need to kind of delve off into how low testosterone can be a part of the reason why you are feeling depressed or irritable. So, testosterone, I'm just going to jump right in. I hope that I try to make these episodes kind of short and to the point because we lose attention after so long, right? But I'm going to try to break this down into one episode today. And if I feel like it's going longer, then I'll break it down into like A and B episode. But let's just go right into it. So, testosterone can affect the serotonin and the dopamine that are in the brain. And if you don't know, which I'm sure you do know, that is what your mood, it's the neurotransmitters in the brain that are responsible for mood, your happiness, all the feel good hormones, those kind of things. And so when you experience low T, that can affect the neurotransmitters, dopamine and serotonin. The problem is that having low T can mimic depression. Now, can you have both of those? Yes, you can have depression, you can have low testosterone together. But a lot of times, because we focus a lot in the healthcare world, or it's been indoctrinated to be this way, we focus more on the women who come in with symptoms of sadness, tiredness, can't get out of the bed, don't want to do normal activities, those sorts of things. When a man comes in, when he finally does come in, and listen to me, man, very closely, okay? Your mental health is just as important as taking care of your heart, your kidneys, your sex life, all of it. Your mental health is just as important. If you don't have a good mental health, nothing else matters. So when you feel like, okay, I'm finally going to go to the doctor, go and make them listen to you. But I feel like, too, that us as in the healthcare world, we automatically go, you're just depressed, here's a pill, try this. That's what a lot of us do, and that's, a mistake on our end. We do try to rule out all kind of things, and so we may have to start with one, and then if that's not working, then we have to address another problem, and see if we can treat that or get down to the nitty gritty of it. But low T mimics depression. And so if I have a man that comes in and he's like, look, I'm overeating, I'm oversleeping, and I've not been like that. I've been this way for 6 months, but the past 15 years of my life, I've never been that way. And he's not had a change in, relationship, work, anything, home life, then I'm automatically going to go, okay, it sounds like depression, but is it just depression? And so our role as healthcare providers is to make sure that we rule out any underlying cause of your symptoms, just like we would with women. A lot of times, and I'm not saying that women are, we're often dismissed a lot by the healthcare world as just having anxiety because we're a woman and we're emotional and XYZ. But anyway, um, but have your hormones checked. The important thing is when somebody comes in and they're like, I'm not eating or I'm overeating, I'm oversleeping, I'm irritable, I'm, whatever, then I'm like, well, let's check your testosterone and let's check the whole panel because your free testosterone, your free, in total, we check free in total, but your free testosterone can be linked to the symptoms of overeating and oversleeping. So, we want to make sure that you are educated. I want to make sure this is the platform that I am using to educate you that those symptoms can be present and it can be linked to low testosterone. And so go find you someone who you feel like would listen to you and that you're comfortable with and go get your hormones checked. Will you need an antidepressant? It's possible. But if you go and you sit down and you spend the time, an hour with someone, and they just go, hey, here's you Zoloft, here's you Lexapro, here's you Cymbalta, here's you Buspirone, whatever, and that's not working, then that's a red flag. that should be a red flag to anybody. Red flag to you, a red flag to your healthcare provider to go, hey, maybe we should check his hormones. Again, like I talked about in the last episode, make sure you're getting your hormones checked before 10 o'clock in the morning. There are places out there that just devote their energy and time and their whole practice to hormone therapy, and go there. They are trained, they're well versed in it, but you need to have your hormones checked before 10 o'clock in the morning. So I'm just going to check my notes real quick to make sure I did not miss anything, because again, mental health is often dismissed on men. You are trained, you are conditioned to believe that you're not supposed to be weak, that you're not supposed to be sad, that you're not supposed to be, not able to get out of the bed and whatever. Or on the opposite side of that, the spectrum of that is, are you drinking more? Are you picked up another habit of smoking, or, what, vaping, or whatever it may be? Are you self-medicating? Mental health is so important in this country and all over the world, mental health, but we do not have the appropriate access to it. So you have to be your own advocate. If you feel like something is wrong and something's not right, go get your hormones checked first and foremost. Get all your labs checked, blood pressure including, because high blood pressure can make you feel like you're having anxiety. That's a whole nother story that we'll get to. But again, you are conditioned to believe that you can't be weak, or that you can't, that you just have to tough it out. And that's not the case. I don't want it to be the normal for you anymore as a man. Um, Change the generational thing, curse, the generational curse between you and your son, you and your grandson, you and your brother, you and your friend, whatever. Check on your men, check on your people that are around you, your males around you, your own child, friends, whatever, and see how they are mentally. You may bring attention to something that they don't know about because you've heard it here. Share this episode with them multiple times. You go back and listen to it again and again. I'm telling you that we're going to break down the shame around men asking for help. We're going to break down the shame of men not feeling like they have a safe place to go, or that they can't be weak, or that they can't show moments of despair or agony or sadness or frustration. We're going to break that shame barrier down, because that's not what I want to portray here. I want to portray this is a safe platform for you guys. It's very important to me that men seek out mental health. And my women, listen, if you're listening and you're a woman, share it with the men in your life, but also share it with your girlfriends. You could be suffering from low testosterone, or, some other low hormone. But I just wanted to kind of quickly touch base with on, the importance how low testosterone can affect our serotonin and our dopamine, your brain. It affects your brain. And that's just a quick overcap of this episode is low testosterone affects the brain, it affects your mood, it makes you irritable. If it's your free T4, it can make you overeat, oversleep, you don't want to get up and function, whatever. Don't listen to me. Just listen to me. Look at me. Don't be ashamed as a man to go, I'm sad. Don't be ashamed as a man to go, I'm at my breaking point. Don't be ashamed as a man to go, I need help. And for those that are around you and you can see a change in them, reach out to those people. The community close by just experienced a suicide in a man. And it affects everybody. I've had suicide in my family. And it just is so sad, because I feel like those men did not have, or didn't feel like they could reach out. Or maybe they got dismissed, or maybe it's this whole stigma behind the man is supposed to be the strong one, and they don't have the moment to break down and be sad or frustrated or whatever. And that is just stupid. It's stupidity. And I just want you to know that if you feel like you don't have anybody to talk to, you can talk to me. My email is at the bottom here. Please send me stories, send me, questions, send me statements, send me your frustrations. I will address those. At the end of all this testosterone episodes, which I think there's going to be one or two more, we're going to come together as a group. Me, a co-host, and a patient of mine. And we will be glad to address all of that. The patient of mine is a male, and he has experienced his own issues with anxiety and stuff. I just X all that out. I just want to make this episode as a reminder to you that you can still be a man and be weak. You can still be a man and be sad. You can still be a man and need help. And please, for the sake of yourself, if anybody else, if nobody else, for the sake of yourself, reach out for help. And go get your hormones checked, because it's very well could just be a simple, fix. And it takes time with anything, any treatment. It takes at least 2 weeks, 4 weeks, whatever, 6 weeks. It can take time before you really notice a change. Just stick with that, guys. And, if you're not happy where you are, if you're not happy with who you're talking to or who you think, you've been seeing this person for 20 years and they've not really listening to you, go somewhere else. There are plenty of people out there like myself who will listen to you. There are plenty of us out there who want to help, who want to give you the help that you need. You have to be willing to go out and look for that help. You have to be willing to take the first step and go, you know what? I'm tired of feeling like this. I'm tired of living like this. I'm tired of not feeling like myself anymore. You have to make the first step. And once you do, it becomes easier every step that you take. I always tell my patients, don't focus on 6 months from now. Don't focus on 4 weeks from now. I just need you to focus on 10 steps today. Just focus on 10 steps today. And that's it. And I know that sometimes that may even be a big feat for some people. Focus on 5 steps. You're taking the first step by listening to this episode and me drilling it in your head that go and get the help that you need. Don't be ashamed of it. Go look yourself in the eye in the mirror and say, I am worth going and getting help. Life is more than what this is that I'm experiencing right now. Life is hard, people. Life is so hard. We make it what we can. We do the best that we can. Some of us, rely heavily on God for that. Some of us who are not, religious rely on, whatever it may be that you rely on. The stars, the moon, whatever. If everything's aligned right for you in the universe. But life is hard, and it's gotten harder, and it's going to get harder. But do yourself a favor. Just do yourself a favor and get up in the morning and go, I'm making a change today. I'm taking the first step today because Shelly, hey, Shelly, right here, said I was worth it. And I'm going to find somebody who will listen to me. I hope that you will share this episode. I hope that you subscribe and keep following. We're going to get deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. And some of it's not going to be so drab, right? Like mental health is hard to talk about. It's such a stigma behind it. But I wanted to relay this episode today as a serious standpoint. I may not be smiling a whole lot, and it's not because I'm not happy or whatever. It's because I'm trying to be serious with my men. You deserve it. You deserve to be healthy and feel well and feel good about yourself and to take care of yourself. Take the time off from work. I will say it 100 times probably while I'm doing this podcast. Your job will replace you within an hour if they can. You getting out there and busting your hind end every single day for a job that would replace you in an hour. And you could go spend an hour in a provider's office with somebody that you trust and finally get the help that you need. I just want you to think about that and replay that in your head. Take charge and, take charge of who you want to be and how you want to be cared for and what you're willing to do. I hope that I impact at least one person. If I've impacted at least one man, one woman, I've done my job. Then I'm successful at this. And that's all that matters to me. Thank you for spending, 15 minutes with me today on this episode. And thank you for being bold. And go be bold. Go unmask yourself to the truth. If you have any questions, comments, frustrations, whatever, please email me. I will reach back out to you. Okay? See you in the next episode.